Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live. Shane is having some technical difficulties. He said that he would be here, 2 minutes?
John,
long minutes.
We have like one job to do.
Yeah.
Put your laptop on or your camera and make sure your microphone's working. That's it.
Right? Yeah.
Easy. So
15,
easy.
We log in 15 minutes early to do this.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, anyway, here we are, guys. Sunday night, and I thought I was going to be the one that wasn't on. Because
That's
of
true.
Today.
You were feeling under the weather today.
Yeah, if you called, we'll
too many ho-hos and Red Bulls. It didn't feel good in your tum-tum.
Speaking of that, nice monster at 9:00 at night.
There you go.
So
hey, here, what
everyone?
flavor? Is that orange? I have it in my glass. Orange.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, the same here.
Favorite one.
I have Coca-Cola flavored Coca-Cola.
Spindrift.
Spindrift, because I eat healthy.
It's a drink. It's not eating. So.
Oh, shut
up. So it looks like Shane is in the green room right now trying to finalize some things. So we'll just continue on what we're doing here. So tonight, what are we talking about, guys?
We're talking about PayPal. We're talking about goods and services.
Goods and services?
Oh my God.
Talking about, is vintage Star Wars dead?
Let's talk about what are some viewer questions. We'll always get those.
Well, yeah, we'll take some viewer questions later, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Shane, you all settled over there?
My question is for Shane.
I just can't wait to start talking about goods and services. Can we start already?
What? Yeah.
What is your question for Shane, Brandon?
Phantom Menace.
Is your microphone un-effed?
Testing.
It's on.
It's on, but it's very low.
It's on.
I mean, I could turn it up. I had turned it back down a little bit.
Very
Is that any
loud.
better?
You're very loud, and your camera looks like crap.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
No. Brandon, you get some internet, Brandon. You're not getting my feed. You know when your podcast is over? When you have an episode on goods and services. Good Lord. Can we talk about paying your bills every month and
Can we talk about anything else?
Yeah, of course we will. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show. Welcome to Shane for joining us. Thank you for finally being here.
Thanks, Shane.
Yeah. I was telling the guys right before we started, I literally use this. I mean, I love this microphone that we got for the podcast, and I have to do work calls, like over the internet, and I just use this because it sounds so good, and I've never had a problem with it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like I sit here and work. I don't put the headphones on or anything, but in terms of picking up my voice, everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you sound so good." I'm like, "Oh, I have a microphone. That's why, probably."
My God!
Because it just hangs here on the arm, so why not?
See, Shane has a setup where it's just set up 24/7. The rest of us, I have to put this together every time I do this.
Yep, same thing.
Yeah, I definitely don't use this for my day-to-day operations. Although I would.
No, I don't either.
It sounds fun.
Shane does like fake shows all by himself. It's not recorded. It's just him just like talking to himself in a microphone.
Whoa. Yeah, just like that.
Had to go trick-or-treating in a Wicked Bowl.
So how you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Oh,
I think we all feel like John, just like run down, tired, and old.
Hey.
Yeah, John said he was feeling fine. He was just angry and old.
Yeah.
So
It's been a bad day.
Yeah.
What did you lose at bingo?
You said that 19 times already, and no one really knows what that means.
Yeah, did you lose at bingo? You didn't get the number?
I actually want to hear your bad day.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about it.
Did you lose at bingo earlier?
No,
Did you lose a tooth?
Nope.
You have very nice teeth for the state of Georgia.
No, you're thinking West Virginia. Sorry, Sam.
Oh, am I? Okay. Where the Chitwoods are?
No, Chitwood. Well, that part of Georgia for sure.
He doesn't have teeth.
That's Blue Ridge.
Yeah.
No, Sam
I
Sams
got-
is who we know in West Virginia.
I got blue ridge teeth.
Oh,
Is Chitwood
man.
on?
I don't know.
Are you on? Are you on? Sound off.
Yeah, and definitely start dropping some some conversation topics or questions for us in the live chat. James Gunther is here. Adam Gothard is here. What's up, boys? Darth Wizzy Wizard.
Unless you want us to talk about goods and services fees.
Goods and services.
We will, but-
Exactly.
Yeah, you guys want to hear about goods and services?
Big Wood is in the house.
I think that's Big Woody.
Big Wood D.
Get
Is that
it?
Chitwood?
The big D there.
No, that is Collinwood.
Oh,
Oh, Collinwood's here.
there's too many woods on.
How do we get Collinwood's back on the show?
By asking him to come back on the show.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Because we talked about that recently, just like a week or two ago.
Brian, you coming back on the show?
And then here's the delay.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Oh, the vault's watching.
The Vault's here. He's watching from the
Oh,
Vault's
hey, John.
watching from heaven.
Oh, hey, John.
Impossible Pie's here. What's up?
He's
Left
the one
Coast.
that he's the one that won the Razor Crest, right?
Razor Crest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
did you
is
open,
it?
Did you
That's why
open
I'm-
the Razor Crest up, or did you keep it sealed,
I actually hope he resold it and made
or
money.
did you resell it?
Yeah.
I got
Selling
a funny story about a Razor Crest here. I got a guy that sells at the flea market, and he sells mainly
Think so.
newer modern Star Wars. And he, I was sitting there talking to him yesterday when I was at the flea market, and this
About
guy
PayPal?
walked up and saw, what's that?
About PayPal?
No, he was looking at all the modern figures that the guy was selling, and he's like, "Oh, I got a Razor Crest for sale. I know I paid $350 for it, but how much are they going for now? Because I really just want to get rid of it." And we're like, probably like 500-ish is what they're going for. He's like, "Oh, I just want to get rid of the damn thing. And thing's so big, I haven't even opened it and all that." So he's probably going to end up selling it to that guy that I know out there. So
Well, that's the problem with that is it was appealing because people have seen some of the past ones go up in value quite a bit.
yeah,
But it's not something you tuck in a Brandon Alamo drawer and pull
Well,
out on a rainy day. It's a
Razor
giant
Crest-
box.
the Razor Crest isn't even that big compared to the
Oh,
Katana.
yeah, I'm
It's
thinking of the
massive.
katana. Yeah. That's
No, but-
massive.
It's still huge, though.
Yeah, it's still big, but not as big as the Katana one.
Yeah, Charles had it. The one that we gave away, he had it in his closet. He had to sell 40% of his collection in order to put that in his closet.
Charles was using it in his kitchen as a step stool to get to the top of the cabinet.
Yeah,
No, I actually bought it for $800, I think, and then I'm like, this thing is gonna go up. It went down lower than
Well,
anything.
you bought it right at the peak.
Yeah, I sold it for $450 shipped, maybe, or something like that.
Oof.
Yeah, I just took a loss on it.
Big
Yeah.
L.
Big Brandon L.
Yeah,
I would've just,
Impossible Pie. Has
I would have
it
just
now.
kept it and opened it, and then take a jackhammer to it and pretend like you're in the movie. Or in the
I have nowhere
show.
to put it. It's too big.
Yeah, Impossible Pie. If you still have the box, if you'll notice in the left front bottom corner, there's tomato sauce. Charles apologizes for that. Step stool, he dropped some sauce.
Funny. The funny part is the Razor Crest was never at my house. It was at Chris's.
It was at my house the whole time, of course.
He always has to break the illusion. Yeah, what a sour Sally.
We actually need to do another giveaway soon
Yeah,
for YouTube.
For 5,000 subs.
we need like 30 something more subs for 4,000.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
This is crazy.
Still?
Yeah.
Well, I
Maybe
don't-
we should do a giveaway for 30-something subs.
I thought we were at like 3,990 last week.
No, we were like 39.68, and I woke up this morning and we're 39.67. Someone
Nice. Someone left.
Yeah.
someone left last night.
Must have been James Coleman. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are we now?
39.67.
What's up,
What's up,
Chris?
Chris?
I watch it all day long.
I never watch it. I haven't looked at once.
Yeah.
Chris, have our office on high alert. Okay, please.
Yeah.
That would be John.
Brian's people are going to call. Let's see. Star Wars Daddy's here. What's up? Will someone start a crypto?
Daddy!
Oh, Daddy's here.
Daddy. I like when Charles is also Daddy.
Oh, it's two
Does that show?
daddies.
I
it
use
doesn't
it-
show in here. I don't think.
I
I like
used
when
it-
Shane says it. He's so sensual about it.
I use it in my real life though.
Oh, because
I
you're
call
you have
you-
children.
You have
Well,
people
people-
call you daddy?
Yeah.
I mean, I have to actually confirm this. It's creepy as hell. I've been around him and his friends, and they go, "Daddy, Daddy," and I'm like, we're in Atlantic City, and they're all calling him Daddy.
Whoa.
God.
It's the truth.
Why is that?
It's just funny. Like you answer the phone and you're like, "Daddy." It's funny.
What Long Island humor is this garbage?
Yeah. All right, guys, let's jump into some
I get called daddy too in real life.
toy collecting topics.
I don't get called daddy. I get called Boppy.
I actually want to know why Chris wants to talk about goods and services.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
so
no.
mad.
I actually don't.
Yeah.
It's because Charles asked today, or Brandon, what was the topic? John sent out 37 topics yesterday. No one read them or acknowledged them. And then today, someone says, "What's the topic?" So I just said the stupidest thing possible: goods and services, PayPal.
You know why?
I wanted to
Because
see if he was going to go along with it.
I sent out a list of 5 or 6 topics, and every Sunday someone's like, what topic are we doing?" And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, "Guy, I already sent out 5 or 6 8 times. No one has said one word about these 5 or 6. So freaking John sends a list of 87. I'm like, yeah, no. I'm not
Well, I mean, just because you sent out a list doesn't mean that people are going to follow up on it or that we actually picked one for that.
No, but no one even says yes or no. It just like someone switches the topic and is like, "Oh yeah."
I know. You
Who's
send
going
out all
on?
the topics. You send a list of all the topics, and then someone's like, "Hey, did you hear so and so broke his hand?
Yeah.
He's going to be on the DL." Like,
Yeah.
what does that have to do with anything?
Well, was anybody watching the Knicks game? We got 3 New Yorkers here.
Oh, Jesus.
I actually was.
Shane
I
comments
was.
about every sports thing on earth on the chat and has nothing to do with the chat. And then we
Well-
get distracted.
Shane doesn't respond all week anymore to the chat. He responded once today about the
What
Knicks,
time's
about breaking his
He's-
hand, and then that was it.
Yeah.
He's been very MIA. Very
Well,
MIA.
yesterday I have a good excuse for whatever topics were being discussed. I was camping yesterday. I was deep in the woods, 3/4 of a mile from my house. I had it was the Boy Scout camping, family camping weekend, and you know how people closer to New York City drive an hour and a half, 2 hours away to go Boy Scout camping. I'm assuming. Well, they come a mile down the street from my house, so that's.
I didn't know.
Boy Scout
I didn't
camp-
even know that Boy Scouts was still a thing.
Oh yeah, it's big.
Is it?
I am so scared of Boy Scouts.
I wasn't in it.
There's no way that one of those guys who's in it he has to be creepy.
You know
There's
what's
gotta be one guy who has no kids or something.
Here we go.
No,
Set it
no.
live. Set it
You know
live.
what? You know what's interesting is I don't know. You guys will definitely not know this. Girls are in the Boy Scouts now. Boys or girls.
Really?
So there's a lot of moms that are also leaders and volunteers. So there's moms and dads,
And you
and
sleep
pretty
in
much
a tent with the other
with
mom.
with your family. No, it's families. It was my wife and I and my 2 kids in a tent. Yeah.
Now, are they part-time priests also, or no?
No, all the leaders are moms or dads of kids who are actively there,
okay. Not
in
just some-
in the group.
Not some random guy who's
No.
bored and want. Okay.
No, this isn't 1979 anymore. No.
I would get one of those huge tents that have 4 rooms. And I would ask my son ask 3 girls and have their moms come with them. And just all share this giant tent.
Yeah, I got a big tent. You don't have to bring yours. Yeah. Yeah, it was
I
just a
love-
one overnight thing. So it was
I
fun.
love tonight's topic. It's really great about tents
Yeah.
and
We
Boy
don't
Scouts.
we don't need a topic when
Yeah.
someone like Shane just comes out of nowhere and he went to a Boy Scout camp.
Yeah, we were fishing. There was a bonfire. We had barbecue, all that stuff. So it was fun. All right, what do we want to talk about PayPal? Goods and services or friends and family first?
I think it was a joke.
I know. All right,
Oh,
so
I thought it
throw
was being
some.
serious. It was such a serious comment.
It was serious. It was
not
definitely
serious.
serious.
It was 100% not serious.
Adam.
Well, not.
Why
I
are
know
you
you don't
guys
wanna talk
laughing?
about
This
it,
this
but-
comment was up 5 minutes ago, Shane.
Let's
No,
just
it says
hit, like,
9.
let's just
9:40.
hit
Yeah, it
something
was.
on it. The fees for goods and services are 3%. So whoever is charging 4% and 5%, get a clue. It's 3%.
Yeah.
That is true.
Remember there was that one period where everybody said it went up to 4%? Like, did that really ever happen, or
No, so
it was a rumor, right?
It's actually 3% and some change.
at
Yeah,
one
no.
point it was 2.99 plus 30 cents.
Yeah.
So that's technically what it is. It's 2.99%, and I believe and 30 cents. So a lot of people were just rounding up and doing 4%, but then it started getting crazy. People were doing 5 and 6%. I mean, we just charge 3% in the US, but like we have a lot of customers outside of the US. So a guy from Canada just bought from me today, and for him it was actually 4.5%.
Yeah.
Because when he sent me 3%, he was like $7 short.
Yeah.
I think we saw not that long ago, maybe like 6 months ago, we actually saw and shared with each other somebody put 7% on their listing.
Oh yeah.
And it was like, did he just ask for 7% for goods and services?
Well, he is in Zimbabwe, so
yeah,
the
he's got to
extra-
pay like
extra
4 different
miles.
fees. Yeah.
I may be speaking out of school here, and I don't know if Left Coast Graphics minds this or not, but didn't he have an issue not too long ago with shipping to Canada through PayPal or something? Did we see something like that? Did you guys see something like that? Left Coast Graphics, if you can speak up. I may be speaking out of turn
Well,
here.
he is in Canada though, right?
If he can,
Or maybe
he
it was
is.
speaking. Maybe it was sent into the U.S. yet.
I think he's in Canada. I think he's in what's over there on the left coast?
Oh my
if he actually
God.
speaks right now,
Vancouver.
I'll give him
Vancouver.
$100.
area.
Vancouver. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
you need to give him a
Okay, he's in
microphone. if you
Canada,
want him to
yeah.
speak.
I thought he was having an issue shipping somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe it was somebody else.
Eh?
I'm in
think it was
Canada, eh?
I think it was the guy who spent $300 in accessories and wanted them shipped in an envelope, and then Charles refused, and then
Oh, yeah. He is no longer a patron on the page.
no, he's no longer anything on anywhere.
You did it for him?
Me?
No, Brandon.
What?
What?
Jesus,
What?
Brandon, are you here?
No, I didn't do it because he wanted super cheap shipping, and I didn't do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I
here's
did
a
the
good
same-
question from Kyle A. One loose figure.
It's $4. It's like $4 change.
Is
It's
about
not
it.
bad.
It depends
Maybe more
on where you're shipping and where you're shipping to and where you're shipping from.
Yeah.
For me, it's like 5 something to all over the U.S.
Okay.
Charles, you need to understand also that me and you pay Pitney Bowes.
Yeah.
We actually pay for a mailing service, so we get cheaper shipping than everyone. So
Right.
for us, it's like $4.60, $4.50. But
Yeah.
I think if you actually walk into the post office,
It's like
it's
5 or
like
6.
it's like $5 or $6.
Closer to 6, yeah.
Yeah. I think
So
it's
it-
like 6 something. Yeah.
It just depends on how they're doing it. If they're doing it from home on the computer, walking into the post office, where they're coming from. You know, if someone was charging, because to be honest with you, I've been thinking about this for a while. I only charge $5. It's not enough. I lose on every shipping. Every time I ship something, I actually lose money.
You have to buy boxes,
Well, I mean,
tape,
New
York-
packing materials.
New York,
everything.
and California are the worst places to ship. Every time I ship something to you, Chris, it's like over $5, close to $6, and I ship.
That's California. So
yeah,
what do you use, Brandon? Do you use Pitney Bowes?
I use Pitney Bowes, but it's
Yeah,
more to ship.
It's
everywhere.
California. That's why.
If I ship within California or to Arizona, it's pretty cheap. But if I ship
Yeah.
it to Like the other day, somebody bought something that's local. I only charged them $5 shipping because it was like literally up to LA, and it was like $4.80 or something. So I just charged them $5. But if it's shipping to Chris, I got to charge $6 because it's like $5 something.
And I keep thinking to myself that I should raise shipping to $6 for a loose figure and then $7 for a loose graded. I just haven't made the move yet because I keep losing money on it every single
You even
month.
said that to us like a while ago, like 9 months ago. And when I did post a couple things, I was like, oh, I remember you said it was $6 now. And I was like, oh, am I the only one doing that?
Shane, how much are you charging for shipping for that train?
It'll have to be weighed, Brandon. And it's going to be expensive to San Diego. So see me after the show.
Did you buy the train?
No, by the train.
Somebody bought the train from him today.
No, it was the other thing, the action display stand.
I actually just got one. I literally just picked one up. Just the
train.
Those aren't
train. Yeah.
Those are not cheap to send either because they're odd shaped.
I know. I put 10 in case it was going across the country, and whatever it is more than that, I'll take care of it. But
UPS ground is probably best for bigger things.
UPS ground by far. Yep.
Yeah.
I went onto eBay and it's been sitting here. I've been meaning to sell it, and I went on eBay and they're selling for $90 or $100 with pieces broken, like with the pegs broken, with it missing a gear.
The train.
Oh my god. They're selling the gears for like they're listing them for $20 a gear, like the whole full gear piece with the joystick, and I'm just like, I'll just sell it for like $75, sell it for 3/4 of that, just get it out. But
that's not a lot for a train though. $75.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good price.
Yeah, especially Christmas time, those are going to go up.
God, we have the worst show in history.
Please support us. Yeah. Please give us money on Patreon so there's more of this.
Everyone save your money.
All right, so let's I don't know, I don't know if we have any questions that we can see in a moment, but what's been going on in buying and selling land, collecting anything? I know that we're all some of you guys are collecting different stuff now, as people see on our regular episodes, Wins and Whiffs, but Charles, what have you been looking out for lately, or what have you seen that's coming out that you're interested in?
I've kind of moved into predominantly like Lego, and I try to list. Oh. Well, now I'm actually selling instead of I'm out of the collecting phase and I'm into like the actual selling phase.
Okay.
So where are you selling these at?
I'm listing some stuff on eBay. I just got approved for like a Bricklink store. I got to like set up all the shipping stuff and all that other stuff, but I have a lot of stuff. I have a large inventory.
So what's a Bricklink store?
It's like really just selling like Lego pieces, selling like minifigures, heads, legs, torsos, like all that stuff.
And that's on eBay?
No.
Bricklink store.
So Bricklink has. I've been on Bricklink
it's a separate
before,
website?
but
you open like your own like Lego store.
Oh,
like you're selling Lego.
Okay.
So if I look up, let's say a minifigure that I find, and it gives me like the list of like prices, will it list like will it have your name next to like a price of like what they're going for, the average or whatever, and the high and low?
Yep. Okay. I didn't actually start it yet. I'm just working on eBay, and honestly, the eBay, I'm selling like 3 to like 5 things every day.
Yeah.
So seems to be working. So I wish Rogue 5, it would be so much easier for me to list stuff on there, but it's just not. There's not a huge like Lego fan base on there.
Yeah, there's only a few.
Well, what you have to do is that every time you sell a package on eBay, you have to put the Rogue 5 sticker in there and start sending them over.
I do the podcast. I do podcast.
Yeah.
And I do Rogue 5.
If you build it, they will come.
Said some guy a really long time ago.
Yeah,
and honestly, this is extra work, but what you could do too is you could list something on Rogue 5, as easy or quick as you could make it. And, like a day later, if it's not sold, then go ahead and do your eBay thing, but periodically drop some Lego on the page and then people might spread the word
Oh,
to
no,
Lego
no.
collectors.
Shane. Charles made one listing and nothing sold, and he's done now.
No, I sold them.
I sold a bunch of Lego on the page.
No, I sold them both.
So
I sold them both.
So why are you listing more?
So here's the thing with Bricklink.
Oh,
I literally write in like Mandalorian. It shows me a photo of the minifigure. I click on it.
So it's all
I
done.
click the price, and that's it. I don't have to take photos or anything of it. There's nothing. It's 100 times easier. Rogue 5, it's like snapping photos. Someone sends me a message. I have to like respond back to them and say, okay.
Can I see a closer view of the leg on the left?
There's no photos of anything.
Gotcha.
They just get a stock photo. They just get a stock photo. Yep, that's it.
So you can get one that's all jacked up?
You can find me when I have it like opened up. I will make a post. Okay. Yeah, like you have to say like the Stormtrooper minifigure has cracked heels or something. Like you write what's wrong with the figure, but like
uncracked limbs.
Yeah, there's no photos or anything. It's 100 times easier.
So when they say, "Oh, has it been cracked?" Yes, I mean really cracked.
No, it's cracked.
How's the vault going, John?
It's kind of slow right now. We're trying to get to a point where we can. I'm sure Jennifer will chime in here if she's still watching, but trying to get to the point where we can start. We're opening up for international shipping, and we've got a few things behind the scenes that we got to double check on that, and then just trying to get the word out there as best we can. It's been we've had at least a sale a day, so. Nothing major, but every once in a while we'll get a good pop on a couple items. But yeah, slowly but surely coming out of the gate.
You need to
keep pumping it out there.
Yeah, we need to pump it.
Like advertise like somewhere. Like I don't even know where. But
Jennifer is watching.
I actually had a good local pickup this week. There was a post made on one of the Facebook groups, and a bunch of guys tagged me on it, and I reached out to him, and I ended up going that night because he had a bunch of people coming the next day. So I was like, you know what? Why not be the first one there? Yeah. So I ended up going at like 8:00 at night, and honestly, he was a really cool guy. He's single. He has a house to him. He has a house.
Ready to mingle. Wow. So did you bring flowers?
Did you get his number? Or? Did you get his number, Chris?
Well, the whole point of that is that he owns his own house, so he's able to decorate the whole entire house with toys. So it's basically like walking into a museum where every single room was toys. His kitchen, the bathroom. There's literally toys just everywhere. So
I don't want to see the toys that were in the bathroom.
So I get to,
were they like soaking in the sink, or
was there a urinal variant?
It was like a blue snaggletooth sitting on a shelf. So that's pretty much like what it was.
Oh my goodness.
So, and it's cool though, because like I'm walking around and I'm like trying to figure out what's for sale, what's not for sale, and then I'm taking pictures, and then I was like, you know what, like, why don't I just pick something up and make you an offer, and if you like it, yes, and if you don't, no. And that's honestly what we did. I was there for 3 hours.
Shopping.
I went shopping. I was there for 3 hours. So I walked around the whole entire house. I was pulling things off, putting it in the box, making an offer. He was writing it down on a pad, and at the end, we added it all up. I ended up going home the next morning. He said, you want to come back over before the other two guys come back over? And I said, yeah. So I went back over. I ended up buying more stuff because the stuff was just everywhere. You're just walking around. There's a shelf here, shelf there. And I'm like, oh, I didn't see that. Like, oh, I didn't see this. And I just started making him offers on everything. And the guy has a huge collection of like horror and Alien and Indiana Jones and Mego. And he actually produces horror movies like in his house, like in his basement. Like he cuts them and stuff.
I bet he does.
Sure does.
Like
will you guys stop? Why is everything with you guys? Why is everything like sex? Like I don't understand. Like we're not even talking about that. We're talking about toys here, okay?
Well, you started off the whole thing with, well, this guy's single, and he like.
And if you let me finish pumping it up, you would have understood why that mattered, because if you're living in your house, your wife is not going to let you put toys all over the
Oh,
house.
no, that's why I have another house.
Exactly my point. So,
Brandon, do you produce horror movies in your basement? It might have been you. We don't know.
the guy is really into horror. He goes to I forgot what it's called, but it's called like I don't even know, like Horror Day. It's like once a year, and it's at the mall by Dawn of the Dead, where Dawn of the Dead was shot.
Okay, yeah.
And like all the main actors still go to it, and he goes to it, and like he's just really big into like all horror. So he has like all videos, old VHS tapes, and all this stuff. It was cool to see. Honestly, it was really cool.
Chris was trying to be nice to the guy, so he didn't want to call half of his stuff garbage like he does with us.
No, I actually love horror stuff. I really do. I'm really big into horror.
If we had videotapes on the shelf, though, Chris would be yelling at us every week.
That would probably be correct.
Yeah, I love horror movies. I mean, I never think about it in terms of collecting stuff or consider myself a horror fan, like somebody who would go to events or whatever for it. But I really do love horror movies. Like that's one of my go-tos when I'm looking for something new.
Same here.
Yeah.
Especially all the older ones.
Digs.
Yeah.
Horror and sci-fi.
Horror and sci-fi.
Yep.
We all love it. That's why we did an episode on it.
That's true.
Yeah. I was just gonna say something else and I forgot.
I went to a toy show today.
Oh, I know.
No.
I know.
Shocking.
Real shocking.
Well, I want to share something that I bought for one of our patrons.
Oh,
on
okay.
Patreon.com. He used the service.
What?
I'm living in the basement, probably.
I might be living in the basement soon.
Oh, he used the
Sergeant
service.
Slaughter.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. So I did a bounty hunt for. I won't say his name unless he pokes his head in, but
Good.
did the Patreon service for one of our patrons, and I picked this up at the show at cost. So showed him
Was it
the
Adam?
price tag on it. What's
That's
that?
awesome.
was it Adam?
I can't tell you.
He said he's so excited.
Oh, is that what he said? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
It's Adam.
It's Adam.
Look at his
Adam!
face. Look at his face.
Yeah, he's excited.
Oh.
Sergeant Slaughter in the little vehicle, and yeah, got a pretty good deal on it for him. I think. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Joe's, but I went to the Joe show, SoCal Joe show today. Mainly all GI Joes, but I did pick up some Star Wars stuff that nobody was really looking at because it was mainly all Joes. So,
Do you find that that's better? Like when you're at a Joe show and they sell Star Wars stuff?
yes,
I think
and
so.
no.
It has
Yes,
to be.
yes, and no.
Yeah.
Yes, because no one's looking for it. I mean, there are people looking for Star Wars stuff at a Joe show, but it's this targets of opportunity for people that are there at a Joe show that want to pick up Star Wars stuff. But I'm going there just to look for Star Wars stuff, and I find more of it mixed in with Joe stuff. And usually people are like, I just want to get rid of it, so that I get pretty good prices on stuff. But it was really cool looking at another toy line and actually in depth looking for this kind of stuff. I also was Matt Neef. I was trying to help him find a couple things as well, but they didn't have the things that he was looking for because he's looking for some of the things that I think are a little more rare.
Migos?
No, he's looking for some couple vehicles and a loose figure that I think.
A new blow dryer for his hair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they're all sold out. They're like, oh man, no, I already sold that figure. That figure's hard to find. I sold it like a month ago. So, yeah, it was good going to the show and seeing other toy lines there and seeing people,
You see any Black
talking about
Mantas?
that stuff. No, I did not see. There was hardly any Marvel there.
DC.
Whatever.
John,
The same thing every episode.
Yeah.
John,
Every
if
episode,
you want him
same
to bounty hunt for you, you've got to join Patreon first.
Yeah, you got to join.
How dare you?
You never
I'm not
asked me
paying
to
for
look.
Patreon.
You never asked me to look. How am I supposed to look for you?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Sorry,
What
John.
happened? Oh,
Thank you, Daddy.
Hey.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thanks, Daddy.
Any giant collections coming in that will take all my funds. Well, yes. Speaking of that, it was posted on Patreon yesterday There's about, I want to say about 30 mocks that will be for sale coming this week, and a bunch of loose figures, play sets, vehicles, like mini rigs, stuff like that I had gotten at the guy's house will all be up on the page this week for sale. So
Nice. And I have some breaking news, guys. We are live right now for the first time on X, also known as Twitter.
Oh,
We
nice.
have 5 viewers from Twitter.
How many?
Welcome. 5.
Oh, nice.
Is it
That's
Elon
about as
Musk?
many
And that's,
followers as
you know,
we
we don't
have.
do a lot on Twitter, so that's
Is it Elon
Well,
Musk?
it's Elon Musk. I
is.
told him. Yeah, I told him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Correct.
I love
So what's up to Twitter? Thanks very much for anybody watching us there. It was a new option this past week, John, to set up a stream to Twitter. So I said, hey, why not? Let's try it out.
Good job.
Now, can anybody on Twitter technically see us, or you have to be sub to us on Twitter to see us?
I guess technically anybody can see us. I guess maybe they might suggest it. You know, I don't know how
Okay.
their algorithms work, but anybody who follows us there, and
nice.
if anybody gets suggested for live streams,
We just got a like on there.
nice.
Move over, Joe Rogan.
We're coming for you.
Yeah.
Hey, so we have a question
Facebook,
here.
Facebook changed something that we can't easily stream to Facebook anymore the same way. So people just come to YouTube for us.
Why does everyone keep saying this? I didn't see any new trailer.
I told you there was I went on my phone.
Shane said last week that there were last Sunday.
Yeah, I went onto my
or
Google
Monday.
app where I do all I search on the Google app, and I go there, and on the homepage, it knows things that you like. And the very first thing one day that popped up was the new Romulus trailer.
But it was fan made.
It was fan made. It wasn't real. It wasn't a real one.
Are you
sure?
sure?
So then someone sent me it and said, "Hey, here's the trailer," and it was the same fan made one that I had just seen. So I didn't know if it was real or not. Like, this is why I stopped watching trailers, because I watch these trailers and they look amazing, and I'm like, oh crap! Like, there's a new Harry Potter Part 7 coming out. This looks awesome. then I find out at the end it's all fake. I'm like, how did they make Harry look like he was 90?
I only trust it if it says the movie studio account. If it says it's from Paramount or something, then I'll trust it.
Yeah.
You know? But if it's from Darth Vigo 47, I'm like, I'm not even watching that.
If you guys actually go on YouTube and YouTube Harry Potter and the Prisoner or something, it's like the new Harry Potter. This trailer looks absolutely amazing. I was
Harry
so
Potter
pumped up.
I'm like the Prisoner of Romulus.
I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, there's a new Harry Potter coming out. Nope, totally fake.
Wait,
Well, I guess we're going to do a review after this.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, well, Adam says he saw it for the new Planet of the Apes. How was the new Planet of the Apes?
It looks good. Looks
Kingdom
really
of
good.
Planet of the
It does
Apes?
look good.
I've heard a lot of good things about it from friends who've seen it.
I really loved the reboot of the Planet of the Apes series. I thought every one of them was fantastic so
So
far.
is this like in a series or is this like something new?
It's in the series.
This one is like some
slow.
Some of the gorillas are like going after. I saw the previews for it. It actually looks really, really good. It looks like
they had the previews before Phantom Menace, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I just commented a few times on Twitter, and it's not showing here at all.
On it's only showing up on my Twitter app.
Oh, you see it?
I see it popping up on my phone.
Oh, okay.
But it's not showing up here.
No.
I didn't even know.
Oh yeah,
Comments.
I don't think comments do. I think I did see some sort of a heads up about that.
I had no idea that we actually had an account on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's in charge of that? Who's in charge of the Twitter account?
I think I am, because I'll post there occasionally. I don't post there every week, the same frequency as I do with Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. But yeah, I keep the pulse going there a little bit.
Follow us on Twitter.
Excuse me?
There used to be this girl, I don't know if she still does it. Her name is Miranda. Miranda sings. And my daughters would be or infatuated with this woman now, I guess, and she would put red lipstick all over her face, like just like total like idiot. She'd fit right in to this podcast. But she'd be like, "Follow me on Titter,"
And it worked.
Yeah, well, it works because I remember it.
Yeah, Brandon followed her.
Who's the dumbest one in your eyes, Brandon?
What's that?
Out of us, who's the dumbest one out of us 5 in your eyes?
The
If
dumbest
you had
one?
to pick, if you had to pick, like who's just like the stupidest one?
Just say Charles because he asked this stupid question.
I'm just asking. It's a real question.
Charles loves to put one person each week on the spot and ask these ridiculous questions.
I ask really good questions. That's a very good question.
Who's the dumbest person?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's tough.
Let's see. Who knows how to open a laptop and turn it on? Start there.
Ooh. Well, that's an easier question.
I can pass that step.
I think. Well, I don't know. I think Shane is probably the only one that can open up a laptop and turn it on faster than the 4 of us.
Except not tonight.
No.
I had to restart mine.
Shane will sit there and like figure out the intricacies of like viewers and how to bump viewership and different ways to do stuff for Facebook pages and algorithms and shit he reads. I don't understand. None of us understand. Maybe John understands a little bit of it. I don't know, but because John's a little more of an intellectual because
John knows
he
a lot.
he reads books, or he used to anyway.
Used to. I haven't had a chance to read a lot.
Well,
a
there
little
is
bit of that bleeds over, from my work, but I just like to figure things out. Like if you give me a task, I won't be able to put it down. Like once I get into it, I have to figure out how to, understand it and fix it.
Oh, we know that, Shane. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for the T-shirts from last year.
You got to get me
2 years
started,
ago.
but once I'm started, I got to finish it. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say, Twitter. So, okay, so we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on, how's that TikTok going? We gave up on that. That was
Yeah,
a
Tick what?
massive waste of time, right?
It
Tick
didn't
what?
we would get like 10,000 views.
We get
and
a
then
ton of views.
I would switch over to YouTube and there was 0 subs. Like
Yeah.
no one
Yeah.
was subbing.
Yeah. And
Or
now it's going to
watching
get
either.
banned in the US or something, so.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of
Know
sounds like
why?
our subs now on YouTube. People that watch the show, but they don't sign in to sub to our channel.
Yeah, I mean,
Same thing.
I got to believe everybody here is subscribed to the channel. I mean,
It's
I don't do
actually-
anything on TikTok.
I think the
No,
odds
me
are
neither.
like 1 out of 10 or something like that. Like 1 out of 10 actually subscribe. The other
it's
9
lower than that.
watch.
We get a lot of views actually, and if you look at the stats, most people by far are not subscribed.
Yeah.
Um,
They don't want to get like the updates and like
Yeah.
their phone's ringing that like the show's starting in 30 minutes. Like
Yeah, but you don't have to get that though. That's the funny thing is people don't realize if
They
you
don't know
don't
that,
hit the bell icon thing, it won't turn notifications on. It
I
just
think-
means that when you go on YouTube, we'll be in your feed, like as if you like our Facebook page.
So I just noticed this recently, but on my TV, I'm not signed in on YouTube,
Right? Me neither.
and I think that's another issue why people don't subscribe
Why?
is because you have to be signed in to subscribe
Yeah,
to something.
why are you not signed in?
Because I can just go on YouTube whenever I want and type
Yeah, but
in
it
whatever I
saves-
want, and it pops up.
It saves all your stuff. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I'll tell you
signed in.
signed
exactly
in on
why
my
I'm not
phone.
signed in.
I'm signed in on my phone and on my computer, but my TV, when I'm streaming stuff and my kids watching or whatever, I'm not
Correct.
sind in.
I'm the same thing.
And
Oh,
a lot
I'm
of
signed
people are
in
the
because
same way. They won't
Landon
sign
will
in.
watch-
They'll just
Landon wants to watch like half a show and then I have to shut it off. It saves it.
No,
Saves
so listen,
fine.
most people, most adults might say, "Oh, I don't want to sign in on YouTube because like I don't want what I watch like to be on the screen for my kids." Mine is all this stupid show and like how to like grilling recipes and smoker recipes and like how to fix stuff around my house. It's all boring, like there's
Yeah,
nothing to
it's like-
hide there. But if I sign in on YouTube on my TV, it'll be freaking full of Ninja Kids, Skibbity Toilet.
And that's what mine is too. Mine's the same way.
And I cannot have that on my YouTube. I hate
My
when
son
people
watches it
mess with
on
my
my phone.
algorithm.
When he's throwing a fit, I hand him my phone or somewhere, and he'll just pull up all his Spider-Man videos.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it on for him, and now my phone is riddled with Spider-Man videos and what was those stupid kids on there?
You should be happy. I wish my TV was riddled with Spider-Man. It's riddled with the. I walked in today after we get back from an overnight camping trip. I walk in, my son's on YouTube on the TV because I block it because my wife doesn't want him on there anymore, and I unblocked it because I was watching a UFC documentary thing, and he's in there. You know what he's watching? Close-ups of car tires driving over stuff.
Yeah.
Driving over those little water beads, driving over cans of shaving cream, driving over bottles of syrup. I'm like, you're watching this again? And he's just like, leave me alone. I'm like, you're 7. Get off of there.
Shane, send me the link to that because I actually want to watch it.
I'm like, I said
it's actually pretty interesting. I watched it with my son for like an hour. I was like, this is so amazing.
I was like, if you were watching something like of substance, I wouldn't give you a hard time, but you're literally watching visual garbage.
See,
I was watching.
I'm actually not there yet because my kids have the YouTube Kids app. So it's a separate app for YouTube Kids, and that's where they're on. They're not on.
There's so much garbage on there too. Like, I don't mean bad. I don't mean like bad for them,
just
like
garbage.
to see.
Yeah, just garbage.
Waste of their lifetime, like the hours of their lives, garbage. Yeah. So I just didn't want to get into a battle with him. You know, like we just had a nice day overnight camping. I was just like,
and then you just laid into him.
No, I just I didn't want to get into it with him. My wife yells at him about YouTube all the time, and I had unblocked it. It's my fault. I left it open, and he goes right for it. You know, so garbage though, garbage. Kids, it's all the same. You know, everybody complains about that Ryan kid. Well, now it's worse because now there's kids and families with no acting skills whatsoever, making like scenarios and making up episodes, storylines, and it's horrible, garbage.
Here's a comment from the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
There you go.
I deleted and blocked YouTube on every TV in town.
When you have kids, you kind of just have to. It's just
from our YouTube chat.
And this is why Kyle's not is not a sub. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah. Thanks for not subbing, Kyle.
Well,
So
are you on YouTube right now?
Every time Kyle views, it doesn't count towards us.
He said TV and tablet. He's got it on his phone for us, just for us.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Just for us.
Just for us, he's got it.
For us.
Oh man.
What? Oh, that's I had to Google it, and I had to go to the Wikipedia page to even know what Skibbity Toilet is.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't want to know what it is. There's nothing worthwhile knowing about what it is, but
Skibbity Toilet?
The toilet stuff.
All the kids.
Adam, you gotta be more. You gotta. What are you talking about?
Brandon. It's like a huge, massive international thing right now.
Like pooping?
No, There's a YouTube channel. It's like a cartoon guy's head sticking out of a toilet, and it's just this animated nonsense. The guy who created it keeps making more, and you go into an elementary school now, and I was somewhere where I saw kids from a different school, and they were saying it. It's skibbity this, everything is skibbity. The word skibbity, everything. You want to throw yourself off a cliff.
God.
Yeah.
My son doesn't watch any of this stuff. I never seen it or heard it. He doesn't even pick it.
My son went over a friend's house to go hang out and play, and we don't do that often, and he comes back and he's like, oh yeah, we were in his bedroom like watching YouTube the whole time, like Skibbity Toilet. I'm like, why like why
kids don't
the
go
mother
outside.
had you over to play, why aren't you outside, or
kids
why
don't
is she
go
letting you go
outside and
do
play
that
anymore? They don't go on swing sets and ride bikes and whatever.
I'm like, you guys are 6 years old, why are you in a bedroom by yourselves watching whatever you want on YouTube?
So they don't go out, but a lot of the parents are just like, I don't want to deal with you.
I know.
Here's your iPad. Like I'll let my son like watch something, for like a half an hour, maybe an hour, but then like he has to go outside. I take it away. He's like, I'm kind of like screwing myself because I'm trying to mow the lawn and he's running around, but I make him do it though.
Yeah.
We have
We do
timers
too.
on ours where Grayson can only use it at nighttime between 6 and 10, and he only gets a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets a half an hour once a day at night, and that's it. So even if he tries to go on during the day, you actually can't sign on at all. Like he can't get on.
Yeah, like
we have the
you
fire
have to do
tablets
that.
the same.
And it's annoying as hell. It makes him more work for us now to yell at him and whatever. But we're trying to get him outside and go outside. And then he's like, oh, I'm scared of bees. Oh, I'm scared of the wind. Oh, I'm scared of oxygen. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
We have those fire tablets. So we have the Amazon, parent dashboard thing too. And you can't get YouTube on a fire tablet, like on a kid's fire tablet.
Oh, okay.
You can't even have YouTube. You can't even have kids' YouTube. They can't install it. It doesn't let you. So, that's what he does. He goes on like the Fire Stick, and so we have to turn it off there too. It's funny that we're talking about this just because we always talk about ourselves as kids, and we sound old when we say that we didn't have internet, we didn't have tablets, we didn't have every channel in the world and streaming video. But we literally were outside in the dirt, playing with toys. We were, in the basement, or we were, at our friend's house playing on the sidewalk with toys. And kids just...
And that's why these kids are not playing with toys. They're not playing with figures. Yeah. Like Grayson is one of the only kids that I know, besides obviously, for Charles's kid, but like all Grayson's friends, they don't play with figures. Like they don't have like a Hulk figure and like a Batman figure. Everyone comes over here and they're looking at all of his figures and they're like, what is this? No one knows who anyone is. All they do is they sit on their tablet and just watch it on screen.
And the problem is that like 40 years from now, they're not going to like reminisce that
of course
they were playing with a Spider-Man figure and they're not going to collect. And that's going to like kill the whole market.
My son has a toy store in his room of all the figures. Like he's got every freaking Spider-Man you can think of.
At the same time, they're not going to sit around and reminisce that they watched, some family of kids on a trampoline in their backyard. Yeah, like, they might remember watching it, but it's not like creating great memories for them that they were using their imagination and had a friend over. And
there's nothing really.
Maybe they'll make their own channel and they'll make all this money.
I hate
there's nothing really that encourages imagination anymore.
Yeah.
Well.
We need
communicative and communal play.
I know that Jim Swearingen to make some more toys.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, we just got. Go ahead, Charles.
Someone needs to like make a kids like movie cartoon, like like a very like popular one that has like a giant freaking toy line. Like no one's really doing it.
Yeah. Well,
what's the toy line now? It's like it's for men.
All the same stuff.
Men.
Well, no. Ryan's World. I know everybody hates that kid, but he has his own toy line at Target and Walmart.
Isn't he in college now?
Well, I don't know. The kid had a mustache when he was 5, so.
Never even heard of Ryan's World before. No idea what that is.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Millions and millions and millions of subs on YouTube.
He started like opening toys on YouTube, like unboxing toys and playing with them.
Toy review.
Yeah, and it was like he was like 3 or 4 when this started, so it was like his dad putting him on, on a camera, and he was so little, and kids of like various young ages all loved watching him open toys, and he was one of the first that did that. Now there's so many. There's even adults. Like there was a woman who was opening toys and standing up all the like the different doll lines and stuff, and like Hatchimals and stuff.
Yeah. She does her nails.
Yeah,
is this you, John?
She always has her nails
Do
done.
you Substance D?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
But my daughter was even watching her like unbox these dolls and talk about what color hair they have and stuff, and I'm like, this is the in place of playing with the doll yourself is watching a grown adult with their hands only on the screen unboxing the doll and talking about it with like a with a kid audience in mind, and I'm like, man, this is like. It's like almost like a Black Mirror episode. Like there's no real world anymore. You just sit there and watch other people do stuff.
So, like, when they're trying to ban TikTok, are you guys for that, or are you guys against it?
For it.
Get rid of it.
For it, because
it's just more and more garbage that
it's ruining all of our lives.
The
reason why they're banning it, and they're not. I don't know if they're telling people this or not, but China is using it to collect information on everybody.
And not even just like little bits of information.
No,
Lots of
information, faces, all sorts of stuff. So I hate that my kids are on it. I wish they wouldn't. I already told them to get off of it multiple times, but they told me to, go pack sand. But it's bad. So they need to get rid of it.
My 17-year-old, sorry, was watching some like Lego like thing, and obviously she hates toys, hates Lego. I'm like, what are you watching? She's like, I don't know. I kind of like want this like Lego set. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you want that Lego set? She saw this stupid thing on TikTok, so she thinks it's cool, and she wants it. I'm like, I'm not buying it for you.
They're collecting information on, and that's what the big battle is, and I hope they get rid of it because that's why they want to get rid of it.
Another waste of time. I hope so too.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Well, I was going to tell you guys, my son's birthday just passed, and we got him. He's been lately into wanting to see the Godzilla and King Kong movies. I might have mentioned that.
I just watched it. I just watched the new one.
Yeah, he loves
which
it.
one?
Godzilla, King Kong.
The one that was King Kong and Godzilla.
Is that on? Is that on TV?
It's on Apollo. Yeah.
We looked it up, and there's like just 4 or 5 in the series now. It's called like Monsterverse, I think is what they refer to it as. Oh, no. And there's one movie, like either the second one or the third one, where it's a little bit over the top for like a 7 or 8 year old in terms of like gore and language and stuff. So we were going to skip that one, but he's enjoying them. So we got him a Godzilla toy and a King Kong toy, and he's going around the house like battling them, together with the movie in mind. And so then I got him a whole set of the old school army figures, the little green guys. I actually got him black ones, like they look like they're like, black ops military. And I got him a whole bunch of vehicles and a whole play set. So now he's got this whole army base and King Kong and Godzilla, so he's bringing those worlds together. And he has it all set up on the family room floor.
And then he watches videos of some guy's head sticking on the toilet.
No, he was in there for like 2 hours. He loves setting it up. Like he'll play with it, but the best part is setting it up for him, setting up the armies all around and surrounding the Godzilla, and so he's into it. If the mood catches him right on a certain day, he'll be there for 2 hours with all these figures and setting them all up and having a whole thing. And it's just like what we used to do. So it was nice to see.
Yeah,
but it's far and few between these days.
Yeah.
All right.
If I got $1 for every time Chris yawned on a show, I wouldn't have to work anymore.
We wouldn't need Patreon.
I could just sit back and just collect.
I don't even know why I'm yawning.
His eyes even open?
I'm drinking a freaking Monster and I'm still yawning. I
don't know how it's humanly possible. He's chugging a Monster. He's falling asleep at the same time.
I can't even see his eyes. Oh, there they are.
When he goes to open his mouth to put the Monster in, it's a yawn.
His eyes are closed right now.
Yeah. I always feel like my eyes look like they're closed on the video because my camera's up here, but I'm looking at you guys, down here, so I look like my eyes are closed.
He's literally falling asleep in the chair. Look at him.
Yeah.
Me and my wife wake up in the morning, and we both as soon as we both wake up, we're tired. We're just tired all day from the freaking kids.
It's only 10 p.m. though.
Yeah.
I know,
you only have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're all young, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 5-month-old. So it's like constant.
What'd you expect?
I expected to have more energy.
Well, you were wrong.
I'm old.
Whoa, yeah. What is this?
You're not Robert De Niro or Al Pacino popping out kids at 84 that has
my gosh, yeah,
multiple nannies and people to.
I mean, me personally, I don't even think that's even right to do, because you're in your 80s and you're having a kid, you're gonna be dead in 5 years. The kid's not even gonna know who the hell you are.
Yeah, you're right. That is messed up.
I find it so stupid when people do that.
I always think it's stupid, but you made a really good point. It's actually really selfish.
It is.
because
do it for
you're
a
going to
reason,
leave
though.
somebody, and granted, we're kind of referring to people that are, have more money than they'll ever spend in their lifetime. So they're not leaving, their kid and the kid's mother, out on the street or anything. But you're right, the kid's never going to know them.
Some of these
And
people do it for a reason. Like he may want one of his kids to be like a huge movie star. So like he just has like 19 kids, and the odds
are
like
his
one of
favor.
them. A lot of like sports players do it. Like they
Yeah.
want their son to like make the major leagues. So they just have like 19 kids, and they just
and then
one of them.
and then he'll be dead for 67 years, and then find out that the
Oh,
kid
yeah.
made it. Who cares at that point? You're already dead.
I've seen a couple of posts just in the last week or two of like big disparities, and I think the one I saw the other day, again, I have no idea what this is in my Facebook feed, was Dennis Quaid, I think. Dennis Quaid is like now 70 or 75. I don't know if he's 75, but 70, and his girlfriend's like 29,
The Leonardo DiCaprio ones keep popping up on my feed.
Yes.
and she's
Same-
19,
same,
right?
Same with
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah,
They're on
He's
my feed.
49 and
He's
19. They keep popping up.
49.
I'm like, why does this keep popping up on my? But I keep clipping
It's
them. I'm like,
popping
oh,
up on mine
what's going
too.
on?
Yeah, it keeps popping up on mine too.
They're on my feed, and they make me click on it because they say like she's 17, and I'm like, oh, all right, I gotta see what she looks like, and I'm like forced to click on the stupid thing, and
Well-
now I get them all day long.
Yeah,
I'm gonna probably blow your mind, but I still to this day I don't click on stuff unless I really want to know more about it, because I don't want to see more of it in case it's stupid. So I like hesitate to click. But I'm gonna blow your mind and tell you, Facebook tracks when you're swiping, and it knows when you swipe. Obviously, it knows, but when you slow down.
Oh, God.
And when you slightly go back up to see what it was before you flick your finger again, it shows you that crap again because it knows that you were interested for a second. You don't even have to click on it. It'll show you 5 more Dennis Quaid things just because I stopped for a quarter of a
What
second.
world are we
I-
living in?
I hate Facebook so much.
What world are we living in?
All this
It
social
tracks
media,
every movement on the screen you do.
It's all crap. It's all crap.
Yep.
There was a girl, it was like a girl picture, and I liked one of the pictures, and now every single day, all I get is 7 different posts from this one girl, and it's every single day.
yeah, but is it good?
It's from that celebrity girl, Alexander or something. I don't even know.
Who, the guy?
I even forgot her name.
What?
Who, the guy?
Yeah, the guy. Yeah,
Is he single too?
Does he like horror movies?
I forgot her name.
He's got a toy display in every room.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, any other thoughts here? I think we're going to wrap it up here in a minute. Love doing these lives. I know that we kind of just
Winged it.
slapped it up against the wall to see what would stick tonight.
Oh,
We figured we'd get on and have a fun chat.
Sydney Sweeney. That's who it
Yes,
was.
she's in my feed all the time, and I
She's
never even
in-
watched the show she was on.
Everything, every single day, there's posts about her. But
Yeah.
I like one damn picture.
Yeah. She was from some HBO show that I didn't
She's-
watch because I heard it was kind of messed up. Like it was like hard to watch, but
She's
maybe-
on my Facebook feed all day long. Never.
Yours too?
Yes.
Oh, so I
I
thought,
swear
it
to
was,
God, the
I thought it was
exact-
just me.
The exact same friggin' actress. She's on there every single time.
I think
didn't
she's
click on
like
one
the
of them.
one of the most searched now, or so. Like there must be a reason. Like, you know how Kim Kardashian was the most searched for a while, like something like that, where they're just showing it to everybody. See how many clicks they can get. All right, guys. A podcast that was sort of about toys, sort of about
We mentioned toys a few times. Yeah, sure.
Star Wars. Yeah. Hey, new Star Wars series is coming out pretty damn soon. The Acolyte is what is it? It's like in 2 weeks. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, June, I think.
It's very soon.
If
So
you told me next year, I wouldn't even know.
June
Listen,
8th.
It looks
maybe?
absolutely terrible.
I'll tell you, I have no idea what it's about. I don't know the storyline. I think it's like from back in the history of the timeline. I
Yeah.
will check it out. but I don't have a feeling about it one way or the other.
We'll do a review on it.
I don't give 2 hairs on a peach's butt about it.
Is
You
there,
don't have
is
a
there-
hair on a peach.
What was the last show? Have you even watched the last show, whatever that was?
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka. Never watched
Yeah.
it.
Ahsoka was
Yeah.
good.
I have no desire to watch it.
Star Wars Daddy says he saw a sneak peek of it at episode 1 re-release. Looked good.
Oh
to him.
yeah. They showed a sneak peek if you waited to the end.
I'm sure they're
It'll
trying to
wait
pump
through
it.
all the credits.
What?
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney?
Yeah,
Right.
Sydney Sweeney.
So,
in it?
at the end of Phantom Menace, they showed you a sneak peek of the Acolyte.
Okay.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, you guys know me. I love Star Wars content, so I'm going to check it out, but I don't know anything about it. I don't know
Hey
what
John,
it's.
is this a Star Wars podcast or no?
That's a toy podcast.
Thank
Oh,
you.
okay.
Toy podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Always
Sure.
remember, I like the Star Wars toys, but I don't care about two
Okay.
hairs about the movies.
Are you gonna so are we gonna buy the Acolyte figure line?
Sure.
Why?
Rogue Five toys.
Hey, it's about toys.
We'll have to wait 30 years for it to be relevant. And
It doesn't
collectible.
matter. No, it's relevant as soon as it hits the peg.
Peg warmers.
Well, John's gonna buy them for the store. Watch.
No.
If they have a Lego, I'll buy it. But
Check out my Acolyte after show. What the
In my
Oh.
pursuit of Black Manta.
That's Left Coast.
I now own all the Acolyte figures.
Heroes and Villains
I'll
is Left
put them for
Coast?
sale
Yeah, I think so.
on shopthevault.com.
Well, listen, we have a Patreon. If you want to see sneak previews of collectibles that'll go up for sale on Rogue 5 Toys, if you want to get any of our regular episodes where we actually do have topics that we talk about, you can get those 2 days early every week, twice a week. And Brandon will hunt for toys for you. Chris will show you things he likes on eBay. Charles will not do anything. He has nothing to do with Patreon. And John doesn't know what Patreon is, but we all enjoy it.
You wish he could subscribe.
He wishes he could subscribe and get what was he missing before? Oh, he needs a
Black
bounty
Manta.
hunter. He needs
He
Black
needs the
Manta.
bounty hunting.
Black
Yeah.
Panther, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
Brandon, next time you're out and about, can you see if there's a Black Manta?
No, I don't. You need to
just
be a
just
subscriber.
message through the app,
app.
John.
Patrons only.
I have to use the app?
You got to use the app, John.
Or the
The
website.
funny thing is
That's what I've ever heard.
the funniest part is that John's never been on Patreon, and our Patreon account started from John. Like he used his email to sign up for it, and he doesn't even know what Patreon is. And it says John everywhere. All right, thanks very much for watching this live stream, guys. We appreciate it. Happy to spend our Sunday night with you for a little bit. Please check out our episodes every week, of course. Wednesdays, Wins and Whiffs at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, our podcast, our regular podcast with a new topic every
Probably
Sunday.
the nicest comment anyone's ever said to me.
New topic every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern as well. Check us out on patreon.com/5idiotstalkingtoys, and all of our other links are down below in the description. Please, after this episode, drop some comments on the video on YouTube. All this wonderful live chat that's happening right now, it all disappears afterward, and then the video, we don't get to see any comments. So please let us know if you like the episode. If you have a topic idea for next time, maybe we'll consider that. Please let us know in the comments, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Good night, guys. Fun hangout, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye, everybody. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Do the fireworks, Chris. How do you do the
Bye.
fireworks? There he is. All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.